Is that any better? You can hear me? All right. That's better. Game 5, I was almost back in your neck of the bushes last weekend. Or I say last week, I mean not last weekend, but I'm doing good. Just been busy, like always. What you been up to? Oh, sweet. You get it on video? Didn't have a camera. That's too bad. Here, let me shut this off so y'all can't hear it twice. Don't be needing to have that going on and echoing all over the place. Your phone's all you really need as long as you have a good something to hold it up there, right? But off the hook. Now I can hear you. There you go. Oh, thanks there, off the hook. Appreciate it. That was just a recap of some of the stuff that we did all summer, but I had to throw that together really, really quick because we left unexpectedly for Virginia. Um, my brother-in-law passed away back there. We went back for the funeral, so we had to been driving most of last week. So I threw it together right before we left and uploaded it. That way I'd have something to put on tonight. And I think next week is going to be kind of just a slideshow of pictures across the U.S. and back. So got some pretty nice pictures of just going down the road and yeah, some of that stuff. So I think it'll be pretty interesting. Hopefully. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. It's never a fun thing, but it happens. I mean, it just does. Oh, let's see. See if I can share this out on my on my, what do you call it, community page. Oh, come on now. What have y'all been up to this week? I've been absent from YouTube for a week at least. I mean, maybe not completely, but I haven't watched much at all. I've been driving, basically 6 days. We left last Saturday and got back last night. So the only hunting I've been doing is just those nutrients. So yeah, that's all I've been doing. Auburn fisherman, yours and Game Files logos, pictures, whatever. I'm gonna get confused on those, I'm sure, because they're too close to the same thing on my screen here. But I'll try to keep you apart. Been busy with school and church things. That's good. Keep you a little busy. What are you saying, Tristan? Georgia about to whip Alabama soon. Sweet. Where are you from, Auburn? Probably asked you that last time you were on here, but I don't remember. Got 5 good people in here. We're coming back across Missouri. Alabama. Oh, nice. Local life. That's all right. You're here now. We were coming back across Missouri as Missouri's first day of rifle season was Saturday, and we're driving along there on State Route 36, and all of a sudden I see a great big old buck. It's the biggest one I've ever seen alive, right out along 36. He knew where to hide, and there's hunters all over the place, everywhere, but not right there at that spot where he was. And then we drive long ways up the road. We're in Nebraska. Hunters all over the place in Nebraska. I don't know when their season opened, but there's another great big buck. I think he was bigger than the first one we saw. He was standing out in the field there. Looked like, I don't know. I don't know if he had been hit or what, but he was standing out there in the field all hunched up. Looked like he might have been hit, but I didn't see him drop or anything when we went by. He was a nice buck. Anyway, that's kind of funny. The 2 biggest bucks alive that I've ever seen in my life along the highways, and hunters all around both of them. So I don't know. That was pretty cool to see, though. I thought about chasing him with my camera. I have my camera along, but problem is when you're driving on the state routes and on the freeways, you're past them before you think about. I mean, before you're past them before it's. If you had time to stop, you'd be half mile up the road. No, they don't chase them with dogs out there. Hey, you guys that are mods can share your links if you want to. Share your links and anyone else's. I don't mind that at all. Hey, Fishing Local 336. Appreciate you being in here. Bring all your friends with you. Struggling to get much in here. Let's see. I'm going to try to see if I can get a few more people to come in. Let's see. Fishing Local. Fishing Local 336, not the other one. You been doing anything exciting lately as far as your channel goes or any of that? Just a regular trying to catch a fish, yeah. Yep, that's why they call it fishing, I think. $336, you want to come up and talk to people, or you a background boy? Hey, Tinkerbell, what's up? Your background guy? All right, that's fine. There's Steve. Howdy, Steve. I went through your big old state twice in the last. Went through it Sunday both times. I think just yesterday. Well, I stayed in it yesterday or Saturday night. What about you, local life outdoors? You want to come up, or are you a background person as well? I know I should have, Steve, but I didn't have any time at all extra. Uh, Went cruising back to Virginia for a funeral and back out. So I did have time to make fun of you while I was driving, though. for missing that prairie dog. Oh man. It was beautiful weather. You know, I don't know if I never remembered um, going through Wyoming and seeing those hills along 80 there. Oh, where was it? Around Evanston, between Evanston and blah, blah, where is it? Evanston and Rock Springs, I think, between there. Those blue, purple, green hills, whatever they are. I don't remember ever seeing those um, like that before. I must have been always through there in the wintertime, is all I can figure out. But that was beautiful. Um, Fishing Local 336, have you put your boat up for the winter? Um, Not necessarily, but I haven't gone out in a little while. Welcome in, KC Fishing Page. Appreciate you showing up. All right, Tristan. Appreciate you being in here this long. No, um, I was pretty impressed with Wyoming on the way through this time. On the way back, we had 60 plus mile an hour gusts that we were bucking. Most of the time, I think it was mostly straight on because didn't get rocked around too bad from side to side, but it was plenty windy straight on. But yeah, as far as the sun, it was beautiful weather the whole way back and the way back out. Well, I say the whole way, almost whole way, but oh, okay, Tristan. I don't know that there's anywhere through Wyoming that you lose cell phone service now. Um, yeah, that wind. I've been through Wyoming a lot, and it's windy one way or another most of the time. But soon as you pass Little America, going which direction? I don't know. I guess I wasn't really looking at my phone too much when I was going through there, but I never really noticed that it didn't have service. Unless you're talking about on the west end of the state, that could be. Yeah, west of there. Yep. Down through that gorge into Utah. That I think you're right. They might have lost some there. Little America is by Cheyenne. I think there's two Little Americas. There's one over west of Rock Springs. There's one over there too. I remember that because we stayed in Rock Springs on Saturday night. And then when we took off, we were trying to think if there was anything beyond that. And went over there and I started driving Sunday morning. I told my wife, I said, "Well, we could have stayed at Little America. There's few more miles up the road. You just hit 967 subs. You should be there within a couple. You should be there within a couple weeks at that rate." I'm still struggling with my watch hours, but then I haven't been home for a week, and I haven't. I usually have my playlist playing on my computer here at home. Um, where where are you, local life? Oh, South Carolina. Oh yeah, that's a little ways away. That's only about 3,000 miles. I mean, we could do that. I think I put on 5,700 miles on that trip, somewhere just over 5,700. But it's kind of aggravating that I had to go back there this time of year. I was planning on going back there for Christmas again, but I don't think that's going to happen now. But you can't choose when you or anyone else dies. So, got to make plans around it. Steve, do you want to come up again? None of these other guys are brave enough to do it. Now, I would most definitely go fishing with you, local. Uh, I'd take about anybody. Outdoors with Big Matt. Hey, aren't you live? I thought I saw you were live. Appreciate you stopping by, though. Uh, that's not what I was trying to do. I was trying to do a banner. There it is. I got it now. Post smile. What? Oh man. Outdoors with Big Mac. You still in here? Evidently not. No wonder he I think he's live. I haven't looked, but I think he is. Anybody want to come up and chat a while, or are you all background peoples? All right, let me know when he goes to sleep, and I'll send you the link so you can come up if you want to later. All right, that's fine. I'm not a real good entertainer, at least on live streams, but it is kind of fun to interact with you guys, figure out what everybody's doing, that kind of thing. But my brother back in Virginia that I go hunting on his property, he showed me a buck that he got on his camera, on his trail cams. Uh, I have to see if I can pull them up on my phone and get them to show. But he got some nice bucks, really nice bucks on his place. Let's see if I can find. Might take me a little bit to find these. Boy, lighting is horrible. Well, you can kind of see it. You can see the rack at least. There. Let me see if I can get another one here. Get it where it don't glare. There you go. Kind of see that one. It's a pretty nice one. Let's see. There's a good one. Gotta get that glare off of there. You can't. I think that's all the same deer, but he thinks it's a 9-pointer. Here's one. You can see how far that thing sticks outside. If it focuses. Let's see here. Kind of see it there. Sticks way outside. That's the property I was going to go back and hunt over Christmas time, but can't do that now. I mean, I probably could, but I'm not going to since I was just back there. But yeah, that was a good one. And that one's kind of like those ones I saw along the road on the way back. Yeah, should have stopped and bought me a license so that I could road hunt. Hey, Outdoors with Big Matt. Are you still on your own live, or are you just in here for just a little bit, or what's the deal? It's fine. I don't care. I'm just wondering. Dropping links. That's good. I don't mind that at all. Oh, well, that's Fishing with Big Mike that's live. I was thinking Big Matt. You're in 3. Yeah, I see that now. I see that now. I see. Here's a channel for you guys to pick up. Come on here. Big Matt, you want to come up on panel, or are you background? Eric the Fish Nerd, I've taken him fishing before a couple times. He has a great channel. He does a lot of educational. I mean, I say educational. He gives a lot of information in his videos. Put it that way. Big Matt, you saying you want to come up, or you want to, or what are you saying there? And I guess if you're in 3 lives, it's kind of hard to come up too. That's fine. You will come up. All right. Let me see if I can figure this out. Uh, oh, wrong one. See if that works. Did I send you the wrong link there? I'm still learning how to use this thing. Hey, Tina. Welcome in. Did you get that, Mike? You get that link? If not, I'll just drop it in the chat here. Oh, I did that wrong anyway. All right. Anyway, there's the link. There you are.
Yeah, that was loud.
Oh,
Turn
sorry.
it down just a little bit. So how you doing, sir?
Doing good. It's good to be home.
I heard that.
Yep.
No, I had to get my laptop up because I was up on Backlash's panel earlier on my phone, and for some camera's not working.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I saw he was live. Is he done now?
No, he's still going.
Is he? Yeah. He before we left on the trip, he was I don't know if I commented on one of his videos or if he commented on, I think he commented on one of my short videos. Wondered how to get a hold of one of my other channels. He didn't know it was one of my other channels. He's like, "Do you know how to get a hold of them? They won something on my channel." I said, "Well, that's me, actually."
Well, that worked out.
Yeah, it did. So,
but I would like to take a moment to tell everybody thank you, because I wouldn't be where I am without y'all. And the fact that I can't get outdoors like I used to, by me watching y'all's videos, it's allowing me to have some peace.
well,
And
that's
I just
good.
want to say thank you.
You're very welcome. I guess I don't know you well enough to know. Do you have some health issues you can't get out, or?
Yes, and I have both my knees are messed up and my back.
Oh, okay, got you.
So
yeah,
I do get out. I just don't get out as often as I used to.
Right. Yeah. Yep. That makes it tough. But was that from work or other things? Bad knees and back.
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. Just aging.
Yeah. Well,
immaturity.
When I was younger, yeah, when I was younger, I used to ride bulls for fun.
Oh yeah, yeah,
and,
that'll do it.
Yeah.
Was it worth it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But I also played football in high school, and that played numbers.
Yeah. So. Yeah, that's pretty rough too. So. No, I don't know. I have one knee that has been bothering me this summer, but I think that's just from jumping up and down on the. I roll form metal for roofing, and I do the on-site stuff. It's a trailer roll former, and jumping up and down, getting the coils through the machine and all that. I think wears your knees out.
Mm-hmm.
I try not to jump, but still, it's getting up and down and running around. I walk a lot, carrying the panels and stuff. Yeah. Anyway. So where are you located?
Houston, Texas.
Texas. All right. I got a niece in Texas, but I'm not sure where.
Yeah.
If I had to go find her, I wouldn't know where to go. So.
It's called pick up a phone.
Well, yeah, exactly. But
I mean, you said it was a niece, right?
Yeah. Yep. No, I mean I could get a hold of her. That's not a problem. But I'm not sure which. I think she's over in the East Central or Northeast, somewhere over there. Off the Hook just posted a video.
Yeah, I was waiting to see. I figured Willie'd probably be going live tonight, but he didn't.
Well, I went right through his hometown.
Oh,
Didn't even stop in to see him. I went through there twice. I messaged him once when we were going through. I didn't realize we were going right through his town, but I messaged him and told him I was going to be close, and he liked the message but never replied to it, and I just went right on through there. So
I know this last week he was dealing with some health issues of his own.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But yep.
So what do you mostly do on your channel?
Mostly lives.
Oh yeah. Just fishing for catfish.
When I can, yeah. But I'm also a blacksmith by trade. So.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yep.
So yeah. And as soon as we get enough cooler weather here in Texas, I'll be doing some more of those videos.
Why you gotta wait for cooler weather? Metal stays warmer if it's hot outside.
Yeah, and I'll die of heat stroke.
Yeah. Does anyone recommend a good camera for night videoing? If you find one, let me know.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
I think we're gonna start chasing nutria at night. Me and Alan both got flashlights that have the red and the green lenses on them that attach right to the gun. So I think we're going to be out at night chasing those in the near future. But
I'm a mad scientist. It's alive.
You have to excuse my family. They're weird. That's my daughter, Cassidy's world.
Oh no, we're not rich. Yeah.
Is she the one that's a bad scientist? Is that what she said?
That's what she said.
Don't go down that trail. That's where Fauci went.
Where'd you get the metal shavings?
She's showing her
new pet, I guess.
What is it?
Shavings.
It's a magnet on the bottom of a plastic container with little metal shavings inside of it.
And you can easily find little metal shavings anywhere, really.
People must not like that. There's only 5 in here now. That was probably a word that was on the blacklist.
I don't know.
It was funny though.
Yeah.
Oh man. Probably get a strike on this one.
Nah.
I know.
It says 6.
Yeah. Well, 5 now.
The numbers keep going up and down.
Yeah, I know they do. I had 10 or 11 in here a little while ago. No, my lives are always on days when everyone else is busy, I think. Localized says he duck hunts, fish, deer hunt, coon hunt, everything else.
Sounds like he's going to have a really good channel this year.
Yeah. He's trying to find a camera that'll do nighttime videoing, but I don't know of any that do real good at nighttime.
Don't they have the ones that you can mount on scopes that video and show infrared?
I think if you get an expensive and enough scope, that they have them in the scope already.
Yeah.
But because I got a buddy up in North Dakota or South Dakota, somewhere up there, that just got set up with, it's not infrared, it's what's the other one? The
night vision?
Yeah, kind of the night vision thing. He does. I think that's what it is. I think his scope cost him $6,500, but he had to get the good one that would reach out like 200 to 300 yards because it's so open up there that the coyotes can see them too far away. So they got to get far enough away that the coyotes aren't worried about them. And yeah, to get one that powerful, it's some big bucks. So what do they call that though? Not infrared. It's
don't know. Don't get me lying. There's that, I only hog hunt at night.
Yeah.
We just use a flashlight.
Yeah. Right. I'd love to hog hunt. It'd be as fun as nutria hunting, I'm sure.
Yeah, because I was finna say nutria rats look fun.
Oh, they are. They are. They're a lot of fun. Hey, Derek David. Oh, thermal. He came up with it. That's the one.
Yeah.
Thermal. Yep. Derek, you're not doing your job or something. There ain't very many people in here. You haven't shared me out. I'm not sure what's going on here. I'm just kidding. Love the nut hunt. Oh, yeah. I'm sure there'll be a lot more of those coming up.
I used to go with a friend of mine hunting them with dogs and knives.
What?
It's fun. Hogs.
Hogs with knives. I don't know if I get into that. I knew what you meant, Derek. I knew what you meant.
But hence also part of the reason why my knees are as messed up as they are.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, you abuse your body, it's gonna pay for it later.
Mm-hmm.
My oldest brother fell off of a church steeple one time and he was putting metal on it. 30. I think he was 34 feet up. Fell down and hit the main roof and slid off and landed on his feet That's the wonder. It's a miracle he didn't blow his knees and hips out, but he didn't. And he broke his back in 5 places, I think. And he wasn't paralyzed, but yeah, he can tell you when a storm's on its way. And it takes him a little while to get loosened up every time he stands up.
It takes me almost an hour just to get out of bed.
Yeah. Yeah, that's no fun. You ain't that old either.
I'm not that much younger than you.
Yeah. Yeah. How old am I?
You're in your 40s,
Yeah.
and so am I.
Lower 40s for me. I look old though. No, I'm just kidding.
I just turned 41 this year.
Yeah, I'm just about to turn 43. So yeah, I'm not very much older than you for sure.
That's what we do, and sometimes bring. Yeah. So if you've never been around somebody that's done that, I don't recommend you going out and doing it, trying to do it by yourself.
Well, I believe that. We had hogs growing up. I mean, they were tame ones. I say tame. They weren't tame, but domestic. And yeah, you don't want to mess with them things.
Mm.
Derek, planning any trips where? I just got back yesterday from Virginia. That was an unplanned trip, but yeah. Yeah, laying on cement all day, that ain't no good either. Local life said he's a mechanic. Mr. Duggar, welcome in. Appreciate you coming in.
Hey, Mr. Duggar. Anyways, well, I'm gonna pop down. I'll still be in the chat,
All right.
and so if you want to let somebody, one of these other nice folks, come up, so maybe you'll get more people in here watching. They don't want to see my ugly mug.
They probably do. Yeah, local life said he was going to come up, or maybe come up later, but he was putting his boy down to sleep or something. But anyway, yep. All right. Well, I appreciate you popping up. Good to have somebody in here besides me. I can't entertain real good, so it's nice to have a little help. But
So, all right, well, y'all have a good one.
all right, you too. Derek, you want to come up? Fishing or crabbing? I don't put my boat away for the winter, no. But I don't really have anything in the plans, really, as far as going out again. But I mean, we can make it happen. I'm not against going out, but probably won't be in the ocean the way it looks. What's a short trip from Eugene? Oh, to Newport. Yeah, I know. There you go, Derek. Grab that link if you want to come up. Big Matt dropping Mr. Duggar's link. There you are.
Sorry, I was running a little late tonight.
Oh, that's fine.
Had chores to get my thing to focus there. Sorry, I was running a little late tonight.
Oh, that's fine. Is that your computer?
To get my thing to focus there. Sorry, I was running a little late tonight. Yeah, there's an echo.
Is that your computer?
To get my thing to focus there. Sorry, I was running a little late tonight. Yeah, there's an echo.
Is that your computer?
Yeah, there's an echo.
Do you have everything else muted?
How's that?
I think you got it.
Hey, it's the first time I've done this. You know,
There you go.
I'll figure out what I'm doing here. Well, yeah, I wasn't sure if you winterize your boat and put it away, or you try and utilize it year round.
I don't winterize it, no, but I do go out a lot less in the wintertime.
Yeah, the weather over there certainly hasn't permitted people to go past the bar unless you got big boats.
Yeah, exactly. But
No, we're happy just in the bay crabbing lately, because if we can only get out and do that,
yeah.
let's at least do it.
Have you been out at all this fall?
No, just crabbing. We've been to the bay a few times. That's it.
That's what I meant. Crabbing.
Yeah. Just the Newport Bay did really well. They're still doing. I mean, it's hit and miss, but you hunt around in there and you'll find them. You'll find pockets of them.
Yeah. I did way better than I thought I would the last time I went out. The last time I went was when the folks from Mississippi were here, and I had very low expectations for that day.
Yeah.
And we ended up with 18 keepers, and we could have had 19, but that one was so soft.
Right.
He was a little aggravated with me throwing it back. I said, if we keep it, there's nothing in it.
Yeah. Hey, how do I share this? Is there a way to share it on Facebook, or is it YouTube only?
Are you doing it on your phone?
No, I'm on a computer.
Hey, ugly dog. Thank you for coming in. Let me see if you go to.
Oh, I see. I just went back to the other screen. I had to mute.
Okay, yeah.
So, and there's a share. There's on Facebook. Share to newsfeed or story. Say something. Come join us.
There you go.
Come join us. Talk fishing, crabbing, whatever you want. And let me see if this works. Newsfeed, share. If it works. So you work in the metal corrugated roofing business?
Yeah. Yeah.
You actually shape and cut the stuff on site?
Yes.
Way cool. I see some of your
the standing seam. Now, the 3-foot wide panels we do not do on site because that's a big roll former, and the coils that we run through that come in at anywhere from 6,000 to 9,000 pounds. So you can't just take them out on the job and do them. So
how wide are your sheets you're using?
16 inch.
Okay.
Or the coils are 20 and an 1/8. wide, but the panels that I make are 16-inch panel.
Okay. Is it me or am I blurry?
You're a little bit blurry. It's probably that's bad there.
Yeah, I'm turning my lights off here. Hang on.
You had it there for a minute. It was okay.
Yeah. And then I
Hey,
had to
Creel fishing or Creel Florida living, I should say. Welcome in. Appreciate you coming by.
Oh, I just had to turn a light on. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Too low.
If you message me or I'll message you and your next trip up or whatnot, and
Yeah. If you go into my about page, I have my email in there, and I don't know if you want to drop your phone number or not, but if you do, I can text you or whatever.
Okay.
If we plan on going out or vice versa.
Well, I'll do it right now.
Okay. That'll
No,
work.
I'm pretty fortunate with work. I can get out pretty much any time. So I know what your schedule is. I've learned over the years I don't like to go on the weekends because it's so busy over there. But
yeah.
When the weather turns like this,
Yeah,
you can do it on the weekend and not worry about it.
Right. And weekends is the only time I have most of the time, unless my boss lets me off a day to go. You know, when people come visit, I do that sometimes, just take a day off and go. But
That was a cool video, and you said your boss said go find them.
yeah, that
you killed it that day.
Oh, we did too. That we were only on the ocean for about 2.5 hours, and that was driving 10 miles out and 10 miles back. So
wow,
that was half hour out and a half hour back. So we were fishing for what, hour and a half.
Was there there? I'm trying to think if that was the video I saw. There was a guy on the boat that wasn't feeling real well.
No, he was blind. Or was it
one
that
guy? And you actually mentioned there's one fellow that wasn't feeling up to par. The water got to him. I may be thinking someone else.
My wife was sick that day.
Well, she was doing the filming too, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's cool. Yeah, there's days though.
She was just about to throw up when we went back in. I was like, yeah, we did what we went out to do. We went out to find the fish, and we found them, and we even took 4 home with us. So Nobody was complaining.
Well, that's cool. The boss let you go do that. You need to talk him into doing that more often.
Well, he's actually a big fisherman himself, so
yeah,
he takes off some days and goes fishing too.
Well, that's what bosses should do, right? Yeah.
Well, I mean, they have the right to.
Yeah. So yeah, the nutria hunts lately. I only watched the first one of your videos here a while back. Those are some big newts.
Yeah, some of them are. I don't know if you watched the last one I posted a week ago, but that one that Alan shot was a huge one. I mean, that thing, I got a video of him walking away, dragging the thing, and he has it by the tail, and it's dragging the ground, I mean, clear up to the shoulders.
I did watch that. Yeah. This is a big one. So once they're dispatched, do you do anything special with them?
No, mostly just coyote food.
There you go. Years ago, we used to do that. We had them around my folks' place, and helping clear them out of there was always a fun project, which I enjoyed doing. And we were only using, I got a little fly around here. We were only using a little 22 back then.
Yeah.
And you got is this using 17?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a 22 mag that I have used, but that 17, those bullets are made to kill. I mean, those things are absolute deadly for those things. And they're accurate.
Yeah, I noticed you haven't had to plug them more than once usually, and with the 22, I usually had to do 1 or 2.
Yeah. So that one that you watched, did I shoot that one out in the field that was only about 40 yards away and it ran back in the bushes?
Yeah, and there was little ones with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see how close I came to hitting that thing?
Just over its body by a scope.
I bet you I hit the fur. I mean, that thing was. I couldn't believe I missed it. I had totally expected it to die.
What I learned years ago is the ones I were doing, they weren't real shy of it. They'd come right back out a minute later.
Yeah, these are somebody's been hunting these because they are not
pretty skittish.
Yeah, they are really skittish.
Wow.
But yeah, there's a lot of them there, but they just if they see you, they're gone.
Like rats I've had in my neighborhood lately, they're so dang smart, man. In our town, we've had a rat infestation for the last couple of years. And I think a lot of towns have had them, but it's gotten so bad around here lately that we put some cameras around the house when we found one or two, and they're smart. Once they see the trap, if they've seen a dead rat in them, they don't come back to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I think that rat problem in towns has increased a lot since people started having their own chickens and that kind of thing. But I mean, I don't know that it's a bad thing for people to have chickens, but you got to keep the rat problem down too.
Yeah. I mean, every house has a mouse, that's no big deal. You'll catch it once in a while, but when you get I called an exterminator to come out, and that's one of the first things he asked is, do you have any neighbors with chickens? That's right. And I'm like, yeah, we got a couple around here. And he goes, all right, well, let's take a look. And I showed him some video I had shot from cameras around the house. And he says, yeah, no, you got not an infestation, but a family. You have a family here. And we got some video of the big one. And once we got the mama out of the way, and then once we got the three little ones trapped, the problem's gone. We sealed off some parts of the house, and I was pretty fortunate. But yeah, no, I've heard horror stories of people with my business. People bring cars to the shop, and there's nests under the hood. In the dash, in the glove box, there'll be whole nests of, if you feed your cats or your dogs outside, all that dog food they'll take and go, squirrel it away.
Yeah. Welcome, Fish Hunt Trap Repeat. Appreciate you stopping in.
So I sent you a private chat. Did you get the number?
Let me look. I'm sure I did.
Through this screen here.
Yeah, I see the private chat here.
Okay. Yeah, you can text me or call me on that anytime.
Let me save that to my phone. I got to figure out how first.
How's your numbers looking? I haven't looked lately. Are they moving? Your subscribers have jumped. You're doing great there.
The subscribers are kind of sitting still, though. I mean, they're not going crazy, at least, like they used to.
Yeah.
But
it's been a while since I've been on.
My watch hours, they're doing okay. Not fantastic. I need like 1,500 more, but they're climbing. So I'm happy with them climbing.
Okay. Doing it for fun, or do you got a goal with it?
Mostly just for fun.
Good. See how never know, it might turn out to something, but
yeah. There you go. I just texted you.
Okay. Yeah, your boat reminds me a lot of the one we got rid of. We had that Koffler that we had that was a jet.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And that was a monster to try and launch, and going to the dock when it's windy was always a little tough.
Yeah.
Crabbing. I was nervous going over a rope or something.
Not with the jet.
Oh, I can screw anything up.
Hey, living them in. Yeah. Living MN's in here. Do you have them?
No. I got to go back to another screen here. Is that Minnesota? Okay.
Minnesota, yeah.
I will have them here shortly.
They have a great channel. They just hit 1,000. They
nice.
They have plenty of watch hours. I think they were up around 7,000 watch hours by the time they hit their 1,000.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're a great channel.
Have you been able to hook up with King Sloop?
No, we never did then. He kind of went off the grid, and I haven't heard from him.
He did something here just a few weeks ago. He's still out and about doing stuff. He's a wealth of knowledge. Met him in person over there a couple times. Just a wealth of knowledge.
Yeah.
Real nice, pleasant fella.
Yeah, I've actually seen him out there a few times. I've actually seen him on the water once or twice, but I haven't really talked to him a lot other than he messaged me wanting to go frog hunting. By the way, if you know of anywhere where there's bullfrogs, let me know, because he wanted to do a video on frog hunting and do a catch and cook.
I'll have to look around. Locally in our area, it's going to be a little scarce. I mean,
It's the little frogs. I mean, there's tons of those, but I'm not sure about the big frogs.
No, it's the Delta ponds around here. They'll have tons of them little ones, but
yeah,
the big old toads, I'll have to ask around. I'm not that I'm aware of.
Yeah,
he'd be a hoot to have on here. He's
kidding.
Interesting to listen to.
Yeah, he's had a few years to get out there and learn some things, and I think he learns fairly fast. So it doesn't take him long to catch fish.
He is an old salt, that's for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you see his video of trimming that tree?
Yeah. Well, I part of it at least, but
man, I didn't know what kind of, in talking to him, I thought he came from a different type of work, but in talking and we'll listen to that video, he had quite a job in his prior years.
Yeah.
To be that age, that high up a tree.
Yeah. Did he tell you he went down that tree about 2 or 3 times?
No.
I mean, slid down. His ribs were hurting pretty bad.
No, I didn't.
They have real hard bark when they're dying, and his spurs cut loose a couple times, and he went rattling down the tree.
Why didn't that make the video?
Well, he probably didn't want that video. But
ow.
Yeah, that would have hurt.
Yeah.
I would think anyway, but
yeah, when we sold that big boat we had, I picked up a smaller boat, and that 18-foot center console, I just love it.
Yeah.
Similar setup like he has, and there's a lot of room back there just to pull a pot and just me or my bride, and there's plenty of room. But yeah, we're gonna have to pick something else out that has a little bit more room, like yours. It has an enclosure in it.
Yeah. Does yours have a canopy?
No, the Koffler did, but no, the little center console doesn't.
Got you. Yeah.
It's a little 18-foot Fisher with a Yamaha outboard on it.
Got you.
Probably the best money I've ever spent was that new Yamaha.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like that inboard. I would just as soon put an outboard Honda 4-stroke on there and go with that, but then again, I don't really want to spend the money for that unless I have to, but
I went through all those decisions before we got rid of the jet boat. It was nice having that little platform to make for like a crowd sorting table. But it also at the same time took up a lot of room on the deck that we couldn't have. And my neighbor's got a boat that was the same size with an outboard Yamaha, and all the room on the deck, outboard motor that's, turnkey, fuel injected. I was just, so I looked at having an offshore bracket put on that Koffler, but by the time you put a bracket on it and buy a good size motor for it, dollar-wise, it didn't make sense.
Right. But I don't know. I guess the way I look at it, I'll probably never buy another boat. So whatever I put into this one is probably not going to be worth it. I mean, if you're going to try to sell it, you're not going to get your money out of it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, you don't ever want to look at that. And you're not buying a boat for an investment.
I want to sometime this winter put a hard top on it instead of that canvas because the snaps are coming out of the aluminum. So if I put a new canvas on it, it's going to have to be re-snapped all the way around, and it's going to be a big mess. And I'd rather do it once and be done.
True,
you know?
True. You got any connections with aluminum work like that?
My cousin does some aluminum welding, and our brake at the shop there could bend the metal around the corners and stuff. So I can make it happen. Yeah. I mean, but
don't do it unless you video it. That'd be a great video.
I know it's going to be a long one though. I mean, it's going to take a long time. I don't know if I'll do the whole thing or if I'll just do stages, but yeah, it'll probably be a little bit of that going on or a lot of that going on. I don't know. It's going to be a big project, I think, because I'm not going to do it unless it looks nice, you know?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it look nice if I'm doing it anyway.
I'm going to try and open up and see when I shared if it even worked. Excuse me.
Local Life Outdoors said he's had kidney stones the last week. Boy busted his head and had to get stitches, and my daughter hit a deer and pulled her car up.
Ouch.
Well, that's a rough week.
Dang straight.
At least everybody is okay, I guess. Well, maybe after kidney stones, not so much.
Knock on wood, I haven't had that problem.
Yeah, I haven't either, but
I should say yet because I hear most people have it. But you're young though. You're still in your 40s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as I turn 50, I get out of bed a little longer in the morning. What your buddy Matt that was just here? It takes him an hour to get out of bed in the morning.
Yeah.
So I didn't do that right because I'm looking on Facebook and it doesn't look like I shared it. So this technology.
You got people in here, though. You got 14.
Let me see if there's anybody I recognize.
Ugly Dogs Lures came in. Living Them In came in. Creole Florida Fishing.
No, these are all yours. This is your doing. I don't have mine in here. I don't think my share worked. I'm going to attempt again.
Creole says, let me highlight that one. Where are you all located? He's in Jacksonville. I'm in Oregon, north of Eugene, Oregon, and
Derek is from Eugene, just south of Earl. Share to news feed or story. I did that, and it should have gone.
hello. Ugly Dog is from New Mexico.
Jackson, Florida?
Yeah.
Jaguar.
Steve from Wyoming says guess.
Hey, I downloaded and watched some of his stuff lately too. He had a pretty good trip out here. Just some vacationing out here.
He lives out here half the year or whatever out at Newport. He goes out every day. Every day that the ocean allows him to be on it, he said he goes out.
Wow.
I think I'm going to leave my boat parked this next summer as much as possible and go with him. No.
Well, if you live, you're pretty close over there. He must, live or camp over there? Have a trailer over there?
No, he lives out there at down south of Newport a little bit.
Okay.
All right, Daniel, appreciate you coming in, hanging out for as long as you have.
No, if we had a place over there and my boat was at least stored over there, I'd be out every day I could too.
Yeah. No, I think he has his boat, and he has a couple other buddies that have their boats out close there, and they jump on each other's boats. Whoever's going out, the rest of them jump on and head
Yeah.
out. So I've actually seen him out on the water. He came over to my boat and yelled at me one day when we were out there. And then I followed him out to one of his spots, and they did one drift and caught a few fish, and we did the drift behind him, caught a few, and he came back and drifted it again, and we did the same, didn't catch any other fish, and he came back the third time and said, well, we're going to go out somewhere else. We limited out. We're going to try for something. I said, dude, what?
Wow.
Like, man.
Gotta start sharing some secrets there.
Yeah, no kidding.
One thing I like about Slew, he's sharing some of his tidbits on how he's rigging.
Yeah.
Some of his lures and whatnot. That's helpful little hints for some people.
Yeah.
But he's kind of a freak of nature for catching fish fast.
Yeah.
And he doesn't go out. He's right there on the reef.
Right. I love fishing that North Reef, but I can hardly ever get on it. It's always too rough. Man, he goes out, he watches the ocean pretty close, and then he only goes out on the really, really calm days.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of fish on that North Reef.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of fish on that North Reef. And I went out there, I don't know if you watched that video where I caught that biggest cabezon I've ever caught.
I probably have.
It was right at dawn. I was out there by myself. I was waiting on some more people to come out. I went and threw out some crab pots and then went out there and fished until they got there. And I caught a 28-inch cabezon out there on that North Reef.
That had to have a huge head.
Oh, that thing was big. Let's see if I can find a picture of it here.
That had to have been a big one.
That was fun.
Well, what app do you use on your phone for the tidal conditions and weather and whatnot, tides?
I use for tides. I don't worry too much
in the wind.
I don't worry too much about the tides and the wind. I actually don't look at that probably as much as I should, as far as the wind. But I look at the NOAA website that has the bar restrictions.
Okay.
And also just the weather app that's on my phone or whatever. And then the weather app will tell you when the wind's supposed to pick up. And I usually just figure on going out at dawn and then fishing until the wind picks up. And sometimes that's 10 o'clock, sometimes it's 9 o'clock, and sometimes it's noon. But, trying to find that picture of that cabezon. I got it here somewhere.
That was fairly recently, wasn't it?
Actually, no, that would have been, there it is. It was in July. Let's see if I can get the glare off of here.
Dang.
there's that. And then
Holy mackerel. You probably thought you were snagged on the bottom for a while.
I did for just a little bit, but then it moved and I knew I wasn't. But yeah, that thing, it was only 30. I think I was only fishing 34 feet or something like that. And when it got to the surface, it took off for the bottom again. And I don't know how far down it got, but it made it down a little ways. I saw what it was when it came up the first time, and yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Now, have you kept those before?
People in here. What's that?
Have you kept those before?
Not before that one I hadn't. No. Down South Outdoors. Appreciate you coming in. Did I miss somebody else here? Magic seaweed. What's that for, Steve? Oh, Magic Seaweed. He's saying a website.
Oh.
Or fish weather is good, he says. I'm catching on slowly, Steve. Oh, man. Ocean conditions. Yeah, I just caught on to that.
And yeah, being that if you live close enough over there, it makes it real easy to pick and choose your days you go out. And
yeah, exactly.
When we're limited to weekends only, that makes it tough.
It's about time you showed up, Dan.
Well, you get somebody else in here. I'm going to bow out and let them do this. I'm going to do a couple chores, feed some critters.
Kill some rats and so on.
Boy, the good old days. There's this one time, I probably shouldn't say, there's a one time there was a family underneath my parents' barn.
Yeah.
And there's this mama and papa nutria coming in and out, and we thought nothing of it. And then all of a sudden, like 7 little ones came out.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh no, they're gonna breed like cats.
Yeah.
And I only had 10 rounds left in a little Ruger 1022.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how do I learned lettuce was the best bait ever. So lettuce worked and got them out, but I was like, if I miss any of these, I'm in trouble. I only got 10 rounds on me, and there was 7 of them total, I think.
Yeah.
But when we weren't living in the city limits, though, like we are now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to let you get somebody else in here. And I got your number saved. I'll shoot you a message. Weekends pretty much only unless the boss kicks you out?
Yeah, probably Saturday. I don't ever go on Sunday, so
good.
Just Saturdays only.
Okay.
So, yeah, I don't know. Well, holiday weekends. I go on like Thanksgiving coming up, so I'm not sure what we're doing for Thanksgiving, but if I leave
town on that day, I think I'll get divorced.
No, I'm just saying after, like Friday or Saturday after. But I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but that'd be an option. And then I don't know how much time we have off around Christmas, but we usually take off from Christmas to New Year's at least. So that whole week, if we don't go anywhere, should be free. But
how much of Oregon do you have to travel for work?
Quite a bit. I've been from Walla Walla to Brookings.
Wow.
That's Walla Walla is a little rare. Brookings.
That's not just a day trip, I hope.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
let me show you something. Now I did truck driving for 5.5 years, Oregon, Idaho, Washington. So part of this is from that, and part of this is from most of this is from my job now. If it will show up. This is Google Maps.
Looks like a lightning storm in the south.
So that blue light is where I am right now.
Uh-huh.
And then Eugene is just south of there. And all up and down the coast, that's all jobs.
Holy
And then
mackerel.
and then that goes as far north as Portland. That's Portland to Roseburg is what that's.
Wow.
So yeah. That's a lot of jobs. But I've been here now since 2017. I've been working this job. So
What'd you do before that?
drove truck for
Okay.
5.5 years. And before that, I lived in a different state. So
All right. So who are you going to get in here?
I don't know.
Who's
I
going
don't
to take my place?
Dan or Steve, do you want to come up? Ugly Dog. Ugly Dog says, pick up Steve. Why don't you come up, Ugly Dog? Ugly Dog, you haven't been up on one of my lives yet.
You'll trade one ugly dog for the next. There you go.
Well, I don't know about that.
I'll get to doing my chores so I don't get in trouble around the homestead, and appreciate you having me on, and got your number here, and we'll get hooked up, and we'll get together sometime.
You bet.
Sounds like a plan. Nice chatting, man.
Yeah, same to you.
Okay, and I'll keep sharing for you.
All right, appreciate it.
Bye.
Yep. Ugly Dog, you could come up. Or Steve, I don't care which. I'll drop the link again. Somebody can grab it. There's the link. Not sure if Steve is even in here anymore. All right, look, life. That's fine. Dan, do you want to come up again? Feel free. Yeah, 4 a.m. does come early. Eight, 9, 10. It's 11 on the East Coast. So, yeah, I'd say I'm doing pretty good with 12 people in here for as late as it is. Creel, you could come up if you want. James Gape. Welcome in. Mr. James Gape will help you grow your channel if you go onto his lives. He does a lot of sharing links and sharing, helping out small channels. There's Creel. He does a lot of sharing links and sharing, helping out small channels. Is it going to echo?
Y'all good? Everything sound good?
You got to mute YouTube.
All right.
Is it going to echo?
I don't hear it. Good?
Yeah, I think it's good now. I don't hear nothing. So, yeah. Before I was hearing feedback, but
This is my third time trying this.
yeah. Yeah. So you do fishing or
Fishing, man. I got I tote you in there, but I got a bonnet head, 40-inch bonnet head. I cut up. I got it sitting there soaking. I'm fixing to put it in the freezer.
nice?
But yeah, I do fishing. Yeah.
Yeah. Suey,
Yeah.
what's
That
up?
would be good.
Yeah, it's off season here for going out in the ocean. The ocean out here gets angry in the wintertime. So
Yeah, Oregon?
yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's way up there. Yeah.
It's 3 days.
Mhm. Yeah, that's way up there.
Yeah.
Different lifestyle, man.
Yeah, it is. A lot different lifestyle. I've lived in I grew up in Virginia. And
Okay,
I've lived in Michigan and Ohio and Oregon since then. So
all right, Virginia, West Virginia, or
what's that?
West Virginia.
No, in Virginia.
All right, you didn't do the underwater bridge thing.
I have done that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was in Virginia. I remember that. Yeah, that was kind of neat.
Derek David says he just drove from Orlando to Eugene, 5 long days. Orlando's, you can do it faster than that.
Yeah,
I just drove from Virginia to Oregon in 3 days. I know I could have made it to Orlando in another day, at least.
Yeah.
But
What you do, man? You hunt, you fish.
yeah, I mostly hunt nutria and fish for anything that'll bite.
Yeah.
But I don't like my boss does a lot of fishing for Chinook salmon in the rivers. And I don't like that style of fishing because you're out there trolling all day and you might take 2 fish home. I like to fill the boat with fish. I don't care if they're small, if they're big. I don't care. I just like catching fish.
You want some good tasting fish just to take home. I got you.
Right.
I got you
Right.
on that.
Yeah. And next year, I probably got some new friends that I may go out and do some halibut fishing with. So
That's
and
more
once
Alaska.
yeah, we have smaller ones here, but I mean we have 100-pounders here if you can find them. A lot of them are, I don't know. I think they have to be 30 inches to keep. So, but I've seen them out there that are 50, 70 inches. 50, no, not 70 inches maybe, but 70 pounds. I've seen a 70-pounder out there. So yeah, they're out there. You just got to find them, know how to do it, and I don't know how to do it. But
Yeah, I wouldn't either. Yeah.
Dan, he says I'm one of his new friends that he's going to take out for something. If you ever show up, Dan, I'll take you fishing. But I do crabbing in the bay when the ocean's too rough. You can do that year round here. We get the big old Dungeness crabs out here.
Now, you know, we had that storm come through, the nor'easter. It was pushing 20-foot waves, man.
Yeah.
That's, you know, I'll fish anything, but nah, not that day.
We get that
I've tried it.
occasionally. We get
Don't
that
get it.
occasionally out here, but yeah.
I've tried it before, and I'm like, nope. That was my last time. My hat, my chair's blowing, my cart flew over. I'm like, nope, we're done. But
Yeah.
I did try. But yeah, it's mainly popping out whiting, bluefish, you know, some black tip, bonnet head. You might get a little occasional bull shark or something here. Spotted trout. We do get some trout. I've caught some trout up in there. Redfish, black drum. But that's
That's
pretty
a
much
lot
what
of fish I don't know much about.
Hey, ladyfish, catfish, all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good variety. I mean, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie to you.
Yeah. That's one thing about the East Coast is that you get a lot of variety on the ocean out there, but we get what they call rockfish, and there's several species in that rockfish lump. But yeah, we get rockfish, lingcod, and cabezon, and then we get a run. Well, also in that rockfish, there's a kelp greenling, which I believe is a sea trout. And then there's the run of coho salmon out in the ocean. And you can also catch Chinook out in the ocean. And then you got your tuna, if they come in close enough, which they hardly ever do, or they haven't the last 2 years, not very close. And then halibut, which I've never gone out for. And what else? I think that's about it.
Hey, I've caught a sheep's head in the surf. That's very unusual.
Yeah. I know what a sheep's head is just because of YouTube. I know what a redfish.
You're from Oregon. You don't. Yeah.
I know what a redfish is. I know what a.
Yeah. I'm talking like you know what I'm saying. So.
No, I know. I recognize the names of them, but I don't hardly know what some of them look like. But.
I got you. Well, your name and stuff. I'm like, wait a minute. I don't hear what.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah. But,
like halibut. Now, man, I ain't no halibut around here. You know.
Yeah.
Unless you go about 30, 40, 50 miles offshore, but
you
don't do that.
You have halibut there. They're just about this big. They're called flounders.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And they're about that big.
Yeah. No, the ones that we have that are about this big are the sand dabs. They're very similar to halibut, but they have really rough top skin on them. It's like sandpaper. But
yeah, like a shark. Yeah.
I don't know. We don't have sharks out here, or at least not up close. Water's too cold.
Loaded with sharks.
Water's too cold out here. Water is between 50, 55 degrees year round.
Wow. Really? Oregon?
Yeah.
Remind me where that's at. What's that located around?
North
Maine?
of north of California and south of Washington on the west
Oh,
coast.
you on the other side? Okay.
Yeah, the other side.
Okay. Pacific.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I got confused there. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
That means sharks there, huh?
Well,
Man,
out
we
for
got sharks
when they,
left and right.
yeah, when the tuna come in, that's because of or warmer water. And I think the sharks, they see a lot more sharks out there with the tuna. But up close, I've actually never seen a shark. I know one of my buddies was out salmon. Was that for salmon or for halibut? He was out fishing somewhere and caught a shark. It was probably a close to a 4 foot shark. So I mean, they're around. You just don't see them a lot.
Yeah.
But,
That's like last weekend, man. I caught last Saturday. I probably caught 7, 8, 9, 10 sharks, and I brought home almost a 4 foot shark.
yeah.
And it's actually right now while we're talking, it's sitting there on my kitchen table. I'm fixing to try to put it up.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
Thank you, Suey.
I thought Pacific would be full of sharks, man.
Well, down in California there is, but it's a lot warmer water down there.
Yeah, Oregon. Okay, I got you. Oregon.
But yep. It's a lot of fun going out, but man, I was going out so much this summer, I about got burned out. I mean, summer is our busy time too, so we got working long hours all summer, and then and then Friday night you got to get the boat ready to go in the morning, and you leave early because it gets light like 4:30 in the morning here. So you got to be out there, and yeah, it gets to be a little. You get burned out by the end of summer.
Yeah, I believe that.
All right, local life. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out. I appreciate it. All right, go ahead.
Oh, I believe that, man. Yeah. I got you. Well, hey, dude, I enjoyed this little segment. I'm fitting to kick it too. I got seriously, what I'm talking about, I gotta go put my fish up and
Yeah.
do a few things, and I will be catching up with you, man. I enjoy your channel, man.
All right. I appreciate it.
I didn't realize you were on the other side of the coast, but
yeah,
that's interesting. So,
yep. I'm about probably a good
2,000 miles from me.
3,000 at least. Yeah.
Or 3,000, yeah.
I just went from Virginia or round trip to Virginia, just into Virginia, and that was 5,700 and some miles. So,
damn. Yeah. All right. Well, hey, I'll be checking in on you.
All right.
Enjoy your channel, man.
Yep. Thank you.
All right, man. Well, holla.
Can you figure out how to get off?
Maybe.
I can remove you, but
See me, but you might hear me. Wait a minute. We still there, ain't we?
yep, still there.
Yeah. Hey, I figured out how to get on. Now, how do I get off?
Well, you froze. I don't know if that made you leave or not. There you go. That'll work. Dan, why did I go back there? My brother-in-law passed away, went back for a funeral. So it was kind of an unexpected and a fast fast trip. So left last Saturday around noon from here. Got back there for the funeral, and the day after the funeral drove all the way. Well, no, we didn't drive all the way back that day, but yeah. Those aren't the fun ones. I don't know if it would have been a ton cheaper to fly, but I was ready for a road trip anyway. I drove right through Dobson's town. Didn't even stop to see him. I would have, but he never replied to my message. I would have just dropped in and said hi and left again. That's all I would have done. But why am I lying? Daniel, come up here and tell me why I'm lying. Sunfish King, welcome in. I drove through Missouri. I did drop in and say hi while you were trout fishing. I dropped into your live. Sunfish, come on up here. Talk to people. I just stopped to see Dobson's. What did you do, Daniel? Hey, Sunfish, come on up here. Talk to people. I got the link just up a couple bits up there. You caught a bunch of fish Saturday? I saw you went live, but I was driving. I didn't feel like trying to watch or listen while I was driving that day. Or whatever time you went on, I didn't feel like it. It was, I think that was when I was going through Wyoming. I was bucking wind like crazy that day. All right, that's fine, Sunfish. I saw later that that you caught, or I thought I saw somewhere that you had caught a few, but yeah, Sunfish was slaying them on Saturday, man. He was pulling one right after another in. Yeah, I'll catch you sometime, Sunfish. Someday. Yeah, I think that's the comment that I saw, Dan, that you beat your personal best 3 times. That's awesome. I don't know if I'll ever break my personal best on that cabezon. That's a big cabezon that I caught this summer. But yeah, that was also a fun one. That was the first fish of the day too. Daniel, I got a question for you. This comment right here, all in order. You beat your personal best 3 times in a row, all in order. Let me ask you something. If you caught your personal best How would you ever do it backwards and get 3 in a row? Because that wouldn't work. So if you would have caught your 14.7 and then your 14.5 and then your 13 pounder, you wouldn't have broke your record 3 times in a row. You see what I'm saying? Oh my, do I have to educate you, Dan? Do I have to educate you? Hey, I appreciate that, Sunfish. I need another 1,500. I believe it is. Oh man, I gotta get you when I can, Dan. That was funny though. You're at 2,500 right now. So I'm sitting. Oh, where am I right now? I need. Let me see. Let me check how many I need. Right now, I am at 2486. So I need another 15, just over 1,500. There you go. We'll just have to play each other's playlists like over and over again. I had yours on loop for a while. Once I finish up this live, maybe I'll throw you back on there and let it roll for a while. Dan doesn't help with that kind of stuff. He never runs playlists. He just sits back and laughs at me until I get him good like I just did, and then he gets all aggravated, all upset, don't want to be my friend no more, that kind of stuff. Calls me a cough. Sunfish, you got your followers already, don't you? I go on to my studio. Oh man. I go on to my YouTube studio from my phone, and that's kind of what I don't know. I can't figure out how to do it from the computer because I figured out how to do it from my phone. I can't figure out how to do it from the computer. But anyway. You got that many followers, Sunfish? You're a popular guy. So if every one of those would calls me a cough. Oh, you're only at 889. Okay, got you. Go to my channel on my computer and click Customize Channel. But then I can't see the live stream. Yeah, I can on my phone. I can't. Never mind. So my channel. Customize channel. Let's see. On the left, scroll down. Yeah, that's the screen I'm looking at on. That's the screen I'm looking at on my phone. Right there, that very one. But now I know how to do it on the computer instead of on the phone. Yes, it does. I just did it. Here, I'll show you. I'll prove it. What? I thought I'd prove it. There ain't a way I can hold that up there to make it work. I don't believe. That's too bright. All right. I can't make it work. But it is the screen that I got. It's the very screen that I went to that you told me how to get to. That's the screen that it was. And Derek David, you are exactly correct, Amondo. I am educated. Well, that's good, local. I appreciate that. I'm glad you can't quit because I need the watch hours. Hey, speaking of being educated, I don't know how many of you guys follow me on Instagram, but I saw a good one on my trip and I took a picture of it and posted it on my Instagram. Let me see if I can get it to where you can read it here. There you go. Right there. That one right there is a funny one. I don't care who you are. That's funny right there. Yeah, I couldn't get that to focus on that screen, but that was just Daniel, that screen that you told me how to get to. That was the screen that I just had on my phone. So anyway, you sure it wasn't Bluetooth? If y'all saw blue dots, it might be Bluetooth. Man, we're back up to 12 people in here. Local life, you're not allowed to leave anymore. Every time you come on here, there's more people come in. So you're not allowed to leave. Dan, if you'd have been on my way back east, I'd have probably stopped in to tell you hi too. Tell you how I do it on my phone. I'm not sure how I do it on my phone. I got that web page bookmark. It's the YouTube Studio web page for the desktop or something like that. Down South Outdoors, thanks for stopping in for as long as you did. I appreciate it. You wouldn't have let me leave. I don't know if you no. No, I go onto my browser on the phone and go to my channel. It's through Google somehow. I don't even know how I did it, but I did it. All right, Sunfish. Appreciate it. You'll be live tomorrow at 8:30 Central. Going to probably react to some videos. All right. I'm not sure if you can on the YouTube Studio. I have that one too, but I'm not sure you can see how many hours you have, watch hours you have on the YouTube Studio. Yeah, I was doing it on the website, not on the. Oh, okay. I think we're getting it clear now. Clear as mud on a swollen river. Oh man, this time change from back east is killing me. Local Life says it should come right up if you have the studio app. We're talking about watch hours on the channel, not hours per video. Yeah, I don't go through the app, but yeah, got you. But I've tried doing it on the computer, and I couldn't get it to come up for some reason. But now since you told me, I'll probably forget again how to do it. But oh well, I got my phone. I can figure it out. Man, Sunfish left and everybody left. We're down 5 people up in here. She probably never will. She doesn't like to show her face on here. Because of creeps like you, Dan. Just kidding. Just kidding. She'll hang out with us when you come out here to fish. How do you share your page here? Go to your channel and copy your link and then come here and paste it in the thingamajiggy in the chat. You find out how? I think that worked. Yeah, that worked. That worked out just fine for you. You should have dropped that a lot earlier when people were in here, Derek. There's not very many people in here right now. But hey, Derek, if nothing else, when we go out crabbing, um, if our boats are too full for each other to jump in our boats, we could just do like have 2 boatfuls out there crabbing and see how many we can come up with. I got a guy at work, that Michael, that goes or I think on most of the videos I call him Parker. That's what we call him at work anyway. But he wants to go crabbing and just go out there and take it serious and see how many we can put in the boat for a day. And anyway, most of the time we just go out there and have fun, but just for once it would be kind of fun just to see how many we could see how many we can get on the boat in a short amount of time, or sit out there until we do limit. But I don't know, take as many pots as is legal and go out there and just hammer down. We don't do it like they do in Oklahoma there, Daniel. I'm not sure YouTube Live would work out there. I don't think there's enough service out there. There might be on up the bay a little ways, but the in the parking lot there acts like you have plenty of service, but then you try doing something on the internet and you can't do much. So I'm not sure that a YouTube Live would work very well, but yeah, that would be a lot of fun doing a YouTube Live out there. I'm starting to get all cross-eyed and yawning and all kinds of stuff. Ain't even 9 o'clock yet, Dan. Imagine that. Dan, tell me this one. How can I tell who all's in here yet? I got the YouTube Studio app on my phone, but it doesn't show your total. It shows watch hours per video, but it doesn't show your channel watch hours. unless I miss something. But I think that's the way it works. I would have liked to have slept a lot of yesterday, but I drove 900 miles yesterday, or close to it. I don't remember if it was quite 900 or not, but no, the day before that I drove 1,000 miles, just over 1,000 miles. I'm a little bit tired of driving right now. Last night I just got back about 7:30 last night. Came right through Springfield. I know. I still got jet lag, and I didn't even fly. I mean, I flew at ground level, but yeah. I don't know. Maybe you got a different studio than I got, but I've never seen that. Oh. Well, yeah, if you're fishing all night. I drove, we left here Saturday afternoon, or right at noon. Went to just the other side of Boise, stopped for the night. Next day, we drove to Kearney, Nebraska. Spent the night there. Next day, we drove to Gallipolis, Ohio, which is right on the West Virginia border on 35 there. Spent the next day there with family. And then Wednesday, drove 4 more hours down into Virginia for the viewing and the funeral and all that. And was there for Wednesday and Thursday. And then left Friday. And we were right at Bristol, Virginia. I mean, pretty close to it anyway. I was in Floyd, Virginia, Christiansburg, that area. We left Friday from Virginia, Friday morning, drove to Central Missouri. There's a guy that used to live here, used to hang out with him quite a bit on the weekends, and he moved back to Missouri. He's only like 20 minutes out of the way there, so we stopped in there, and they have like a single wide that nobody lives in. They kind of got it fixed up like an Airbnb. We spent the night there, took off in the morning, drove back to Rock Springs, Wyoming. Spent the night there Saturday night, and yesterday we drove all the way home from Rock Springs. All right, I gotta try this out. Let me go to YouTube Studio. YouTube Studio. All right. Click on View More. Where am I clicking on View More? Analytics. All right. I'm on Analytics. Where does it say View More? I don't see where it says View More. Where does it say View More? I don't see that. Last 365 days. Says, sure enough, you can. Right there's the last 365 days. Right there. Let me see how many I got in my lifetime. Oh, shoot. Oh, man. In my whole lifetime, I got 4,004 hours. That's funny. That is funny. I did not know you could do that. My subscribers are way down. From what they used to be. 30 less than usual. You have 2,037. You're getting there, Dan. Now all you need is a bunch of people to follow you. Maybe if you wouldn't curse them out all the time on their own lives. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Then they ban you from their channels and you can't even go back on. All that stuff. Yeah, I found that. I didn't know you could do that. Oh, I'm yawning again. It is 9 o'clock now, so maybe that's why. Maybe I'll hang out here for another 3 minutes. That'll get me to the 2.5 hour mark, and then I'll call it quits. And not banned from anyone. Okay. Is out banned from anyone? Or is it just in? Yeah, my subs have been pretty lacking in the last 30 days. What do you need cut? I don't know of any cabinet shops in Oklahoma. Right offhand, anyway. You got to make a straight cut for a glue line or what? See, it does good to do lives. You find out stuff like that local. Yeah, I didn't know you could do that, but that's probably more right up to date too. Yeah, I found that part of it where you can find where they're from and or not right where they're from, but the country they're from, and male and female and all that stuff. Who you questioning, Derek? You questioning me? Um, hang on. So the last that's going to be a weird cut, but yeah, I'm sure they can do it for you. You could also do it with a router if you made yourself a jig, maybe. That'd take some doing, but I think you could do it with a router. A Sony 4K. Got an exterior mic to keep the wind noise down. 30 times clear image zoom. What else? This thing does amazing video. Pulls in. You can see the only complaint I have about this is that tiny little screen right there. When you get out on a sunny day, you cannot see a thing what you're videoing. But at the same time, if you have a question, if you got a nutria or missed a nutria, if you see anything at all in the water that you think might be, you can zoom up on it. And if you can't tell on that little screen, you can definitely tell on the computer. But yeah, I don't do much with GoPros. I have put them down in crab pots, but I've had more corrupted footage off of GoPro than any other camera. But I also, at the same time, I'm using older GoPros, and I think it was possibly the cards that were getting corrupted and not necessarily because of the GoPro. So, in all fairness, it's probably not the GoPro. But some of those videos, the recent videos of nutria hunting, we were also using Tacticams. With Tacticam, that's also a little bit of a learning curve, because while you are pointing at the animal or whatever you're shooting at, when you shoot, if you don't think about where that gun's pointing after you shoot. So you shoot and you put the gun down and look up to see if you killed it. You're not recording it at that point. iPhone 13 as your video camera. I know I do actually a fair bit of mine, like on the boat. I hardly ever take this camera with me. I do most of my stuff on the boat with a phone. I have an old iPhone that I don't use anymore. I think it's a 5S. Use that one. Also use my phone, and my wife uses her phone some. She has a iPhone X or something. I don't even know what it is. And mine is a 6S. So it's all pretty old equipment, but does good video. Or at least I think the quality is fine. Who was that was asking about night videoing? What to use at night? I just thought about it now. A phone does about just as good as anything at night, but you also have to be pretty close with the phone at night, which I think you will with any camera. But anyway, we passed the 2.5 hour mark at this point. And if no one has any more questions, I think I'll shut it down and go get me some sleep. It's been fun hanging out with you guys again. If you watch my next video on Monday, next Monday, you will see some of the footage that this one did from a distance in Wyoming while we were driving through, while I stopped. And there were some antelope way out. I say way out. They were quite a few 100 yards away. And I don't know how much of that I'm going to leave on the video, but I started talking while I'm recording about these antelope, and I started panning the camera across and realized that at the beginning I wasn't even on the antelope. And there again, that's because of the tiny screen. Couldn't tell exactly where it was. So that I wish I had a bigger screen on it, but I'm not sure where they'd put a bigger screen. But anyway, appreciate you guys coming in tonight and for your continued support. And I think I'm going to end this thing and get out of here. And you guys have a wonderful evening, night, week, so on and so forth. So great talking to you. Peace out.